Hello, welcome to LNC and Knowledge, Lyrics Music Channel of spiritual insight and wisdom that I will share to you so you can take along your spiritual journey. I hope you're having a good day, good night, wherever you're at, and whenever you see this, make sure that you're prayed up and in that light of Jesus. Okay, so before we get into this message, I'll use my shamanic drum to cleanse the space, clear the energy, and we will go from there. Okay, so the intuitive message I have for you guys today is, while you were waiting on God, they rushed God, okay? So there may be people in your family, people in your community, people at school. Now I'm hearing somebody, I know this is like really random. It's just what I'm thinking, so I have to say it. It's in my head, but how certain kids at a young age pass prematurely, but it's like as a kid, and when you've seen them around, and this could be just you in high school and stuff like that, or you in your 20s and stuff like that, and that one person that like was so popular and they were moving so fast in life, you know, something happened and they lost their life at an earlier age than you, and that's what taught you, like, I need to definitely take the wiser road, the smarter route of longevity, because you want to live long, you know what I mean? Also, not even just what, that's just the most intense way of rushing God, you know. But another intense way of rushing God's blessings for your life is when somebody wants to have, like, for instance, I'm not pointing fingers to nobody, but having having a lot of sharing your body to plenty people, and then you finally, boom, you get pregnant, and it wasn't planned, right? And that was a blessing, right? Because children are a blessing, but sometimes it may come sooner than, you know, then it's that mother who says, don't have kids at a young age because I did this. And, you know, that person that tells people, do not have kids at a young age because, you know, I wasn't able to live my life. I wasn't able to heal. I wasn't able to get to know myself. And now I'm this age and I'm just now trying to get to know myself, or I'm just now learning myself, or I'm just now realizing why things happened in the past when I was younger. Because when you move too fast, you're not able to see the consequences or the effects, or what's going to come back, or what's going to be produced out of the situation. Because these decisions that people make on a daily that could be very impulsive can cause long-term effects, you know, long-term life changes. So and it's never like, you know, it's just sometimes when you were, say, if you would have, for instance, a lady or a man could have waited 5 more years, they would have met their wife. So it's like that person that had a kid at a young age, and then 5 years later they meet their wife, but the wife is like, I'm taking in the child, you know, I'm going to accept you and your child type thing, you know. And then y'all have another child, right? So it's like children are always blessings. It's just they may come sooner than expected, you know. But that's just one other example of things being rushed in life, or just having a lot of money at a young age and blowing it, you know. That's like really, you know, just not investing into anything and just getting in debt. But you did have money in the beginning, you know what I mean? So it's like, while you are waiting on God, they rush God. So now they're complaining for more. So while you endured and preserved your energy and persevered, you trusted the process. And this is getting back to what I was just, it's a video that I just posted about trusting the process. And if you're coming from that video, hey, I appreciate your support so much. But yeah, so trusting the process, it's like again, I'm gonna use the same example. When you look at those videos of them girls be putting so much foundation on their face and just rubbing it in like lotion, and then at the end of the video they look so pretty. But I still be thinking it's cakey, but it's still cute. It's still cute. I'm not hating on them. So yeah, so that's what it is with your life. Like you're trusting the life-changing situation. So things might be shifting. People may be losing jobs. They may be losing a car might be breaking down, or house issues or bills or something like that. And we may look at it as, our first mind, like, oh my God, this is what's going on in my life. It's so much and so much. But it's like, then when we think back, we got to trust the process. So when things just shift, like me in my life, I had to definitely trust the process. But I didn't know trust the process was like, it had something to do about my ex cheating on me and me getting my heart broke and me being depressed. Like during those parts, I had to trust the process during the dark times. Like, and then other relationships and other situations in my life where I was like bullied or talked bad upon. Those moments where God was just telling me every time, trust the process. It's like, okay, God, I'm trying to trust it, but this ain't looking too good down here. So what you doing up there, God? You telling me it's a rainbow and abundance at the end of this journey, but we got plenty of journeys in this life, but at this one, but I don't see that rainbow. Like, do you think, is it coming up? Like me walking and God saying it's up there, I can see it. It's like, I can't though, God. I can't. He's like, just trust me. You're going to see it. It's coming. But it's like, yeah, so that's what it is. And like I said, they got antsy and they still aren't satisfied. So imagine a cake being made. So imagine your cake being a blessing, right? We're just using that as an example. But the cake wasn't ready. It was undercooked and they still wanted it. Like God was saying, hey, we got to go through the process of mixing, baking, and then we have to let it cool down. Then we have to let it, then the cake's going to be done and ready to eat, right? So and then we have to get the ingredients. So the ingredients could be your characteristics or your maturity level. It could be how many lessons that you learn. So once you learn these lessons from these certain situations, you got the wisdom, which is the ingredients, right? And then we can mix the wisdom within the physical world now. So mixing it, and then with the baking it, because we're trying to make the cake into like a fluffy, we're trying to transform it. So we can use that wisdom to transform our lives and get us prepared for what we want. So say for example, I get cheated on, and I got to get the ingredients. The ingredients may be the life cycle. So what I went through, the ingredient, boom, this male is the ingredient for you. So you have to use this ingredient or connect with this ingredient, and then you gain the wisdom from that ingredient, right? And then I use that wisdom to create something better for my reality. So the wisdom of your cycles and your trials in your life is helping you create your reality, and then prepare it. So God preparing you for the next level, and I say preparing part is when they cool, when you take the cake out and it has to cool down. I don't know why somebody would put icing right after it just gets out the oven. Like, it's gonna soak in there, it's gonna melt and look all liquidy and stuff. But with that being said, yeah, so through the preparing time is the cooling down. So I'm looking at that as not in the bad way, but a calm before the storm, and the storm of blessings is what I'm hearing. A storm of abundance, waves of abundance. So a calm before, so God preparing you for these blessings that you want. So like I said, me getting cheated on, and then the wisdom, and then I'm like, okay, I know exactly what man I want. I know exactly what I want in a man now, because I wouldn't have known that if I wouldn't have got that ingredient, if you get what I mean. So yeah, and then it's finished. When it's finished is when the cake, you can eat it. Like God hands you the cake, it's iced, and he gives it to you, right? And you get to enjoy it. So not get your cake and eat it too, like you cheating and stuff. Not like that, but you know what I mean. So you got it fully cooked is what I'm saying, okay? Now we're going to get into another example, the 5-course meal with dessert, okay? So you was like, okay, there was 2 lines where you could get some fast food or you can get this 5-course meal, but it's going to cost a little bit more time, you know, and cost more of your time. So your blessings cost more of your time is what I'm hearing. And these people couldn't endure that time. Like they couldn't be patient, you know. They wanted things really fast, self-gratification. So these people might have issues, like different issues. I'm not even finna read them like that, but so anyways, yeah, certain people in your life you seen got the fast food, they still unsatisfied, but you getting that 4-course meal, that buffet. You get the buffet, right? And people got to keep cooking it, so you may have to wait for them to give you fresh food, like, but it's more of a process. It's more authentic, you know what I mean? And they're just getting that processed fast food. So that's the difference between your blessings and other people's. They're never satisfied, you know, and you're going to be satisfied with these blessings, and you're going to be thankful that you with it. So so you waited for longevity, and you know, with longevity, that means it comes with time, it comes with patience. That means it's slow and it's long. So you understand that's the route that you're on. You're not on the fast route. Like, you're able, imagine a super fast roller coaster, so fast that you can't even see everything around you. You can't even be conscious of what's going on the side of you, because you just flying by, right? And then imagine a slow train, and it got all glass windows everywhere, and you can look at every single thing, and it's all slow. You can play I Spy because of how slow it's going with the outside of the, you know, of what you're looking at outside the view and stuff like that. So it's like you're able to really appreciate these moments in life right now before you get that big break of your blessings. Yeah, and I'm hearing, oh my God, your ex should have trusted the process, okay? They seen you when you was, I don't even want to say it like this, okay? I'm just hearing this. I'm hearing somebody say broke, busted, and disgusted, okay? I'm not saying you was like that, but when your style wasn't even the same. Like, you dressing different, your skincare is different, or the way you carry yourself is different now. Like, you really grew from that situation, but they didn't get to see that version of you, right? But that's what I'm saying. They should have trusted the process, right? So, yeah, so you travel in, oh, let me get this card out, with augur and mastery. So through your process of waiting, you got to master yourself. You got to master your craft. These people still, now I'm seeing like celebrities, certain celebrities who just sold themselves short for some money, and they wasn't ready to be seen, right? So it's like you see them embarrass themselves, and they get posted about all these pages and stuff like that, and you're just seeing the shadow self part of themselves. Then there's certain celebrities where you don't see the shadow part of themselves, because guess what, they are working on themselves more than that person who is. So it's like you are going to be stepping into the spotlight, stepping into this new job, this new realm, or something mastered, right? Like, you're correcting yourself, you're correcting the way you respond to things and react. And you travel in the soul and in the mind and in the astral realm. So I'm hearing somebody astral projecting or dreaming and on different realms and dimensions and stuff like that. So it's like you may be a person that maybe people view you as stagnant right now. You may not go a lot of places. You may be a homebody, hermit mode. You may still be in your hermit mode is what I'm saying. But it's okay, because other people can be in their hermit mode, but they ain't learning a thing. They ain't mastering nothing. They just sitting there. But you actually taking the time out to learn yourself, grow, know your power, and use your power and master it, right? So people gonna need you to teach them. But that's what I got for you guys. I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace.